Hello, hello, hello. Here we are. Oh, wait. I got a message. Might be important. Alright, let's get started. Yay! Even managed to say something. I don't know what that is. I have that as well. Yesterday, yesterday during the live camera stream, I kept getting errors when trying to type. Even, like, I tried it from multiple devices. I'll be back. Okay. Let's get started, though. Oh, wait, Frontier streaming? I didn't know that. Whoops. That's not great. Oh well. I'll hear if they had anything interesting to do. Maybe we can put the Frontier... Is that illegal to put the Frontier screen on the second screen? I'm not gonna do it. I rarely actually watch the Frontier streams nowadays. They don't really interest. I'll just see the announcements later. We have a lot of issues apparently. That's not good. Whoa. I also see that my streaming software is complaining again that the encoder is overloaded, which is not a good thing. So we should get started right away. So that we can ease up the encoder by deleting half the zoo. So just like in the previous stream that we did, we are going to clean up the zoo a little bit. We are in the process of making 3 versions of the zoo file. If we just zoom out for a second, we all get a better idea of what I mean. So the version 1, which we built in the last stream, and I actually finished earlier today, right before this stream started actually, is going to take you all the way from the entrance, the parking lot, all the way around here, and then over here about. So this entire area over here is the area of the zoo that we kind of prepared in the last stream, which means that we deleted all of this stuff and we kept some of the things around here because it's a nice backdrop, keeping the immersion alive. And the goal for today is to kind of make the next area that will fit next to that. So that is the same path that you could walk in that version of the file. You're going to be able to take right now and going to go around into the Africa village and then around the white rhinos, the primate house in the middle of the park, and then back around to that path. So this entire area over here is what we will be preparing today, which means that we'll be able to delete most of the entrance area and most of the Congo Square over here. But we have to keep some things like this peninsula, the backdrop over here. We kind of need to keep that stuff all alive because you're going to be able to see that from the areas that you're going to be exploring over here. So we need to kind of figure out those sight lines. Same thing over here. A lot of the resort is a backdrop for this savanna habitat over here. So that might prove challenging as well. We're not going to be able to delete that much in this file. And I hope it will be enough to get the performance to a steady point. What we saw in the last stream in which we did this is that we should not delete barriers. So that's good. And let's not delete paths either, because those can cause some issues. So let's do just that. So we're going to start over here at the exit of the zoo. Actually, the first thing I need to check is whether or not I blueprinted a thing I did just now. So let me just check that. I did not. Okay, I made a version of the sign with a don't go this way thing, but I didn't save that, so I'll have to go back into the old file to get that sign, but that's fine. That is a problem for later. We also need to make sure that we don't lose Eben, because he's a very important boy. So let's put him over here with the rest of my guests. And now let's go ahead and start deleting stuff. So we're gonna start over here at the entrance. So we can delete most of the entrance area over here. What was that? Alright, not important for now. We can delete most of the entrance area. There is technically like some sight lines, especially over hereabouts. Whoops. So from over here, you can technically see parts of the entrance gift shop. You can see it right there. But if we deleted that, would you really be able to tell? I wouldn't. So I do want to keep the roof of the primate house, because that's a pretty obvious sightline there. But like this entire habitat and the restaurants and stuff over here, we should be able to safely delete. We do need to keep the lions over here, at least the backstage of the lions. That is a sightline you do have. So yeah, we need to keep a bunch of stuff, but we can delete the entire entrance. if the game will let us. There we go. That definitely clears up a lot of pieces already, especially with the gift shop and such. So let's take all that. Oh wow, this building is interestingly built. I forgot that there's a toilet in the basement. And the entire restaurant's hidden in there as well. That's pretty fun. Hello, Mushmallow. Also, sorry, I've kind of ignored your question because I was doing my whole explanation thing. But my favorite animal on Planet Zoo... that's always a difficult question, because my favorite animal is the red panda. But in Planet Zoo, they don't really do them justice. They did kind of a bad job, to be honest. So my favorite animal on Planet Zoo, like, there's so many ways you could answer that question. Like, which animal is the most, like, well done? Which animal do I love to play with the most? I really don't know. It's so complicated. So complicated. Because, like, there's so many animals that are, like, really fun and good. Like, meerkats is always a great animal, but then in Planet Zoo they don't make any sound, which is really bad. We went to Woburn, and it was really nice. Nothing too crazy to report on. I've never heard of that. I mean, I think you have mentioned before that you were going there, but like I have never really seen anything of the zoo, so I can't really comment on it at all. Alright, we're gonna delete all of that. But keep the rest of the roof intact, I think. That's the backdrop. Interesting to see. Yeah, bears and wolves is a thing that gets done a lot, actually. Like, that's not the most surprising thing. Alright, so I am going to delete all the climbing frames. Also, this little truck over here, I should probably just delete that without the tool. And this stuff back here, I kind of want to get rid of. Oh, not that though. Just trying to keep, like, because now it's going from detailed building to just a thing in the background, so it doesn't need to be as detailed, right? Yeah, Bears in the Safari Park is really cool. So you drive through it with your own car then? Or how does it work exactly? That's really neat. Alright, this is also a good one to delete. It's a shame that this won't be in that file, but yeah. All the egg piece animals over here, they definitely Gotta go. Goodbye, tiger. Oh, just feel the frame rate going up from that. I don't really. I really should have turned down the stream settings before starting the stream. I feel like we should keep these trees, but maybe it would be better. I think it will be better to put back some like temporary trees here after we're done. So we're just gonna go ahead and take all this out. I think we can take out a lot of this as well. Definitely this. I do want to keep part of this backstage alive. So like that, I think will be fine. Because you are going to be walking like over here. So does that... yeah, no, so what we just did, I think is kind of something that maybe should be there. The trees definitely do, but we can get rid of the buildings, I'd say. I mean, these buildings aren't gonna make that much of a difference. We should get rid of the interiors though, and these like paths. These paths are definitely pretty piece heavy. So yeah, I mean, these interiors aren't too bad either, but let's just get rid of them. I mean, if they have Red Panda, then they gotta go on my list. There's actually a lot of workshop items in this office that I didn't consider. A lot of it's built by myself as well, but I think some of them aren't. So I need to figure that out. Oh. That was not intentional. Is there actually a thing here? No, okay. Uh-oh. I think that might have been grouped up with something at the other side of the zoo. So. "11 black bears and 2 wolves in a forest together in the middle of the safari drive-thru." That's really cool. Okay, the game did not like me undoing the deletion of that umbrella. It was definitely grouped up with something. This is not what I was hoping for. So, how's life? I feel like I had something interesting to tell. I mean, I went to the zoo this weekend, to Blijdorp, together with Iben, which was a lot of fun. We also went to Naturalis, the museum, to look at the 5 Triceratops fossils, which I'd been meaning to go check out for a long time already. Just didn't get around to it yet. And Iben really wanted to... Yeah, Iben already anticipated that we wouldn't be... Wait. Oh no. I didn't actually process the fact that I pressed undo, so now it's going to freeze again while we do that. Well. Yeah, I initially proposed we could go to Mapamundia, which is the weird-ass zoo. And even actually got really excited at the idea of doing that. But the more I thought about it, the more I was like, I really don't want to go there. So I was starting to like push some other ideas forward, like, hey, even we could also do anything else. And then I was like, wait, Eben likes dinosaurs. He probably wants to go to the Triceratops place. So I proposed that idea, and Eben was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, I've already been to Montana. I already saw a lot of Triceratops skulls there, so I don't know. I was like, bitch, this is really cool, and I really want to go there. And I can get us in for free. So, I managed to convince him. We went there, it was great. Can the game please stop freezing? I would really love to make some progress here. Thank you. Oh, it listened. I wonder what this is grouped up with, to be honest. It's probably... If I had to guess... Let's see. Can we... If I had to guess, it's the toilets. Yeah, it's the toilets in Congo. Oh, I'm not surprised about it. We could have actually just deleted that, because we're not gonna need it in this file. Like, we're gonna delete those toilets anyway. But you never know. It's always good to be careful when deleting stuff like that. You don't accidentally regret it. So let's clean up the rest of these. If I do this, is it just the interior? I think so. Yeah, it's just the interior. Alright, we can do that. And this, it's also just interior. Great. You as well, probably. Yep. This door is... Good evening everyone. How are you all doing? We can probably get rid of the ceiling as well. And the weird ass thing keeping the ceiling together. There we go. Alright, that'll do. We should definitely also delete... Can we delete the entire thing? We definitely don't need it, right? Like, it's one of those things... No. Yeah. So there is... Technically... I'm not sure if that's a sideline in real life, though. And she's down here. Okay, so you can technically see the roof of this place, but I'm just gonna delete it, because this is a really piece-heavy build as well, because it has a full interior, because I've actually been inside of this building, so I was like, I'm gonna build it completely, because I know what it looks like. Haha. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Boop. And also let's get rid of these barriers then. Okay, those trees need to stay. Let's do this the old-fashioned way. And that too. What's one species that you would want to see in a European zoo or zoo in your country? I mean, anything we don't have would be cool. Like, I don't know, I would love to have platypus somewhere. That's really wishful thinking. You've been to Owl and Deer Park 2 weeks ago and must say I do like the zoo a lot, especially the brown bear and wolf habitat. Yeah, the brown bear wolf habitat is fantastic. Absolutely. 100% agree. The zoo is a little bit of a mixed bag in terms of some stuff, but it's hard to deny that it's a really good zoo regardless. Alright, I want to keep some of these trees, but definitely get rid of this playground. Can I just get rid of the entire thing, or is it... No, it's like modular. The music was just weird. Yeah, that is indeed an odd choice. The music. No, I want to keep that tree. Very specific wishes. Alright. There we go. Yeah, everything back here can go. Laggy. So this kitchen area. Oh no, that's the kitchen. Oh, I forgot that had an interior. It is... it depends. I would say Auerhans is worth it if you really want to see some of the animals that they have. Like, they have some really cool animals. Things like I mean, of course, there's the giant pandas. There is the octopus, which is really cool. Koala, which you may or may not have seen. Like, they have a number of really cool species. But if you have seen those elsewhere, maybe you might not want to go. Like, it's a mixed bag. It has highs and lows. Like, the highs are indeed like the Bear Forest is a big high. Okay, wait, we're just gonna delete the entire parking lot actually. Let's go all the way. The yak, I mean, okay. Apparently, if you've never seen yak, it's a good place to go as well. I've seen yak in a number of places, so I've never really considered the ones at Auerhans to be special. But that's just me, like, growing up with the Beekse Bergen, I guess. Also, the yak in the Beekse Bergen are... I mean, all yak in zoos are domestic yak, pretty much. But the ones in Auerhans are, like, super domestic. If that makes sense. They are, like, they've got white in their coat and stuff. Whereas the ones at Beekse Bergen are, at least they look more wild, because they are, like, all black. And now someone's gonna school me about the fact that wild yak also have white, and it's not actually... I don't know. I don't know anything about yak. This is me learning to regret that I don't group up my plants. They're usually all black or brown, but there's a population that just got blonde fur in it. Ooh, that sounds really cool, actually. Yeah, whatever. I don't care too much about deleting a tree or two. Like, the reason I'm trying to keep some trees is just for the backdrop, but this is all covered up anyway, so here I actually shouldn't care. I need to think in bigger lines. That stuff I do kind of want to keep, because you do have sightline there. So it's just kind of this stuff that can go, and then all of this can go, basically. And if there is something that can be seen from back there, then we just need to add like a row of oak like we do here. So let's go full size again. Getting rid of our bus. Cannot delete last. Oh. And then it just refuses to delete anything else when that happens, I guess. That's interesting. Goodbye, elephant. Oh, the thumbnail came true. Yay. Okay, well, that guest spawner thing, that is a thing that we'll have to fix, actually. Because we do want to delete the guest spawner. It's just that we need to put in a new one. Where the zoo is going to be now. So that can all go. I think this can mostly go here. So you're not gonna be here at all. So as long as this is all covered by trees, I don't think this needs to be. And from over here, you're just gonna be looking kinda. Okay, we need some of it, but I guess this can all go. I've also been to Valhelm. I can recommend going there. No worries. I will be there in like within the next month. my hotel tickets are booked, so yeah, I will be going there very shortly. I am really excited to see the quokka. Yes. That one was really high on my list, but since I decided, like, I was planning to go there already this, wait, I need to keep some of these trees, I think, but I definitely should delete these custom trees, because they are very piece heavy. Alright. I want to keep the willow. So over here, our sight line is as follows. It's basically from the Bedard Fox. So over here, we can see the lion habitat and kind of the trees and stuff around it. I don't see that willow. Oh, it's back there. Okay. Okay, well, we can definitely delete. Doesn't need to be that high. We can definitely delete some of these plants. I want to keep the willow just in case. And yeah, we can definitely delete this moat stuff. Oh, I didn't mean to delete the primate house. We should also delete the interior of the primate house, and this entire wall can go. Oh wow, this was built a long time ago. This is very before free build. Alright, these signs. Any signs outside of the area that we're actually making need to go. Alright. Just standard Planet Zoo climbing frames. Different times. Old builds. It's interesting. Alright, but yeah, the inside of this can absolutely go. No point in having it. I would even say, like the... okay, wow. Wasn't expecting these to not be grouped up. I'd even say we can get rid of the like markings on the building if you want to. Oh nice, that's a separate group. Yeah, we should totally do that. So the subgroup. Oh, here it's not a separate group. Why? Why only in one place? One is left to wonder. Right, well, let's just delete as many of these as we want. These are not that performance intensive. Like, this is not gonna get us that much compared to deleting whole buildings and signs and stuff, but it's still a couple dozen pieces. Gordon's really out here like Frontier Unlocked isn't doing anything crazy. I didn't know what they were doing or not. I kind of forgot that Frontier Unlocked was happening today. I haven't watched a Frontier Unlocked in a long time, I'll be completely honest. But Oh well. Like, I'll just read the notes later. See if they announced anything of interest to... But maybe in the future I should take it into account a bit more. I don't know. If people want to watch that instead of my stream, they can, right? It's all up to them. Oh, you're gonna go to Paradise next month. That's really cool. Oh, the couscous is gone? I didn't know that. I did not know that. That's a pity. Right. That's some pretty good cleanup, I'd say. And then the paths and barriers will come later. These trees will stay. And the barriers will come later. This stuff can go. Let's make it a bit bigger. This stuff can... Yeah, these birch trees are just behind the other trees. It's to no one's benefit. And same goes... I think all of this can go. Because it's like... behind these other trees. We should... Okay. We should remove it and just replace it with... we should just remove it. And if we feel like something's missing, we can replace it with just a bunch of oak trees. Because I do expect it to be kind of visible that stuff is missing here now. But we'll see. According to Südtirol, I saw them last year in September in Berlin. They are really cool. Okay. Do we need to keep... No, we don't. Goodbye, rhinos. So this can go... Kinda need to keep some of this intact, because over here we're gonna have a sign saying like, don't go this way. So we need to have that area sort of intact for the immersion, I'd say. I hate that there's no keyboard controls for the bulldozer tool. This stuff should go. We should delete this. And this entire... There we go. That can all go. Because you can't really... Yeah, no, you can't see that from there, so that's fine. And now we delete the ground cover of the thing that we worked on like 2 streams ago. Put so much effort into this, just to throw it all away. So I hope you guys have been enjoying the live camera streams. I really have. I'm really happy that I brought it back. Only downside of it is that I now know exactly. So I made a little calculation because I was curious, like, okay, if I were to do these streams very often, how much would that actually cost me? I was just curious. So when I did the first stream, I ran it for the entirety of Monday, and on Mondays I'm always in the office, which is a very nice kind of measurement point, because I can really easily compare the Monday that I left my computer running all day to do the camera stream to any other Monday where I would have been in the office and see the difference in power consumption. And my electricity app thing actually tells me exactly how much electricity my house uses per hour. So I was able to look that up and see that the difference between last week's Monday and this week's Monday was exactly 10 cents per hour. So now I know that playing Planet Zoo costs me 10 cents per hour. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with that information. I guess complain. Like, oh, this is bankrupting me what I'm doing here. But yeah, it's good to know. As far as the streams are concerned, what I'll probably end up doing is just 1 or 2 streams of each of the areas that we're creating now. Because that's a nice bonus of the fact that we're making these zoo files that like have been cleared out. Is that I'm left with, well, parts of the zoo that actually run decently enough that I can live stream them. And yeah, have an enjoyable video for you to watch of the zoo as things just go. And I think it's really fun to just see the animals, random behavior, the weather kind of affecting things. And sometimes you get a nice sunset, sometimes you don't. You just need to have some luck in that regard. It's a really fun idea. I think it was originally Asden Wolf who did the first like live camera stream where he would just set up his computer in one spot and just leave that one spot running for hours and hours. And I was the first one to kind of make a little more dynamic with like cycling through different cameras. And now that we have the cinematic route editor, we can make it even more dynamic. You could even, if you wanted to, which I'm not gonna do because I don't have the know-how on like how to set that up, especially with YouTube. I feel like YouTube is a little bit more limited in that sense. But you could make it so that like the chat has some control over the cameras. Because in the cinematic route editor, you have the option to like pause on a keyframe, and like hitting space will make the camera stuff continue. So you could make it that you like pause on a keyframe at a certain animal, and like then it's up to the chat to vote whether they want to keep it paused or if they want to keep going. Which I think is would be a fun concept. It's just like, yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's worth setting that up. What I want to do is do a couple of these streams, but at some point it's not really, you're not going to really see anything new. So I'm now kind of in the process of perfecting the setup for it. And once I'm happy with the setup, I'll do like 2 streams per part of the zoo that we're making. So a total of 6 streams. And that will be a nice series of videos that you can watch back if you feel like having some ASMR Planet Zoo sounds from the Beekse Bergen. I think that's a nice thing to strive for. Alright, there we go. I think that's gonna... Oh. It's gonna be good enough. I keep deleting this tree that I don't need to. Okay, I should stop. Because yeah, that should be fine. And then this stuff kind of needs to stay because you can see most of it. We can get rid of some of this grass over here. This periwinkle, I should say. This is not really adding anything anyway from those distances. Same goes for all the plants here. And this stuff. Do we delete these? Yeah, we do. Needs to be a little bit more calculated this stream compared to last one. Because things are a bit more... yeah. A bit more... There's a lot more viewing points. I should say. There's a lot more sightlines than last time. Which makes sense, because we're in the middle of the zoo, so you're gonna have a lot more sightlines to the other parts of the zoo. But I do want to remove some of the more resource-intensive things, like those signs. Probably we could get rid of this fence as well. At least for a large part of it. I think it's not gonna add much around here. Other than keep the animals contained and stuff. Then again, it's not really that intensive of a build. It's just a couple of pieces. But if we say that about everything, we won't be deleting anything, and then we'll still have lag. So, you know, you gotta... Sometimes you gotta... be a little bit critical. Right, I think I'll leave it at that. Some more of the lion grass. Lion backstage on this side doesn't really add much. Yeah, sure. Quite difficult to decide, like, what do I remove and what do I not. But I think this is really good. I've got to go out, but have a good stream. Thank you. No worries. Alright, we'll keep something like that. Alright, that already clears up a large chunk of the zoo. Now we're definitely going to get rid of a lot of the resort over here. No reason for this stuff to be there, for instance. This weird ass building over here can definitely also go. I don't even know if that's still there. I haven't really paid attention to that at all lately. But probably want to keep some of these trees in front. But stuff more near the back can go in all of these houses. Need to be a little bit careful because we definitely want to keep some of them, but not any of these. But basically here, from the savannah, you do have sidelines on the red houses in front, so we want to keep those. And this stuff can all go. What about this stuff? I think I want to get rid of all this, yeah. And now we need to be careful. I might have actually overdone it already. Just from back here. Nah, you can't really see any of... You can't really see anything over here. Oh, where'd my thing go? So we just need to add some trees over there and we'll be good. Now, when it comes to the other savannah of the resort... Technically, you do have sidelines with the houses more in the back, but I think for the performance, it would be much, much better if we remove the entire second layer. Keep some of those trees for the sake of giving the more layered appearance of it all. But to be fair, there should be trees in the middle here anyway, and we never added those, apparently. So I think we're already at a point where we can just start to do this. Also definitely get rid of these tents. They do nothing. Let's see, where are they? Are there any more? Actually not sure. Don't think so. Yeah, it was a nice idea to like make the entire resort as a backdrop, but there's really no point to it. Oh, hi, Eben. Long time no see. Did they announce anything interesting? Did we miss anything? Should we watch the thing? Is the main question. Plans will be over. Oh, did they officially announce it? Or is it just... Is it another one of those, like they didn't say anything? Or did they actually announce it this time that like, no, we are not going to be... Okay. But the silence speaks volumes, I guess. Since the last couple of times we had at least hints of like, there will be something coming. Alright, so we'll have that layer of trees there to give it something. Even in the cloud, keep an eye... Yeah. Oh, keep an eye on social media and exclude it. Okay. Yeah. That's pretty telling, I suppose. Alright, so... Our sight line over here kind of requires us to keep some of this stuff intact, but what I kind of want to do is just add that row of trees here, because I do want to get rid of as much as possible in this area. So we're just going to go ahead and bulldoze all of this. Let's try to keep the bridge alive. We're going to do that. And let's get rid of the entire desert. Let's get rid of all of this stuff. This is going to be the big cleanup. All this stuff can go. They only mentioned Elite, Planet Coaster 2, and Jurassic World Evolution 3. Yeah. That's very telling, I would say. I think it's time we make a save, actually, now that I think about it. Let's do that. Eben joins. Let's make sure that his bad luck doesn't cause us to crash. So, workshop, split up 2 in progress. So split up 1 is actually pretty much done, by the way. I worked on that a little bit before the stream. Something else I did during like in between last stream and this one is I fixed up all of the speakers in the zoo, and over here I added one more speaker that wasn't in here yet, which is the Weaver bird sounds. So that is now in here, which is cool, because that's a sound that I had for the previous version of the zoo. And yeah, why not put it where the Weaver birds are now? Let's see, did Eben say anything? No, I don't think he did. Okay, good. Let's just keep going. They did announce a challenge mode for Planet Coaster 2, which looked at least more interesting than Planet Zoo's. Oh, that's nice. more updates coming. I really wanna... okay, I don't really want to play Planet Coaster 2. But there is... I would love to play around with it. If that makes sense. I'd love to see what I could do with it. But I don't really feel like making a whole park or anything. I just wish it had animals. I just want to build a zoo with Planet Coaster 2's features, man. Oh, the lag. This is one of those intense areas. Oh yeah, there we go. There goes Congo. Whoop, there goes reality. Oh, it'll take a bit. Don't crash. It didn't crash. Okay, I feel like I'm being a little too careless at the moment. But whatever. How much of the forest? Okay, we can definitely delete this part. Let's do that. Oh, what I should also do... We should definitely not forget to delete all these cows and deer. Because they don't need to be there. What we need to do over here. So, from this bridge, you do have a sideline with the yak area, actually also from over here. So I want to keep most of the yak area alive, but don't delete the boat. That's height. But we can delete like some of the shore over here. So let's do that. And also we can delete... Whoa, the game is not happy. Let's see, so you can see up to about half of this. So let's delete like half of this. As soon as the game lets me. Oh, okay. Eben was saving all of his jokes. He's spent several days like preparing all of these jokes for me. Just because I got a question right. Because I'll have you know, even the quiz app thing does count it as a correctly answered question, even if you don't get all of the answers. So, screw you. Oh, Eben is offended. Eben is like, this is pure improv. And he wants credit for it. Alright. Yeah, I definitely want to delete this still. There we go. All of that. Now I need to do a little bit of thinky. Okay, so we should keep this fence of the tiger enclosure, and we're gonna delete pretty much everything else. So let's go around like that. Should we keep the aviary? I mean, it's mostly obscured, right? It's not worth saving. Oh, oops, we're floating. There we go. Okay. That'll do. And then we'll add some of the tree things. is this fine? Like this? Yeah, we'll just have to put the sign close. We got a little close here, closer than I would like, but whatever. There we go. Like so. And now this is fine. Yeah, just put that there. Right. That pretty much does it for the cleanup of the build pieces. You know what would be fun, actually, now that I think about it? It would be fun if in this version of the map we moved... Oh, we should do that as well in the other one. That like in each foul, the boat is in the part... the boat is in the part of the zoo that... Oh, we're missing. Right. The boat is in the part of the zoo that you're in. That would be really fun. So right now I'm gonna put it over here so that it's like looking at the... So you can see it in the distance when you're looking at the rhino field. Let's pick a nice spot for it. So you're gonna be standing over here and being like, wow, the boat. The Blightorp elephant thing. You're gonna need to be a little more specific, because there's a few. Oh, that thing. Nice. That's really cool. I'm excited. Okay, over here, we're also gonna go ahead and get rid of. Oh, okay, that's a bit... We need to make it slightly less big. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of all of these. Okay, a bit more than I wanted, but that's fine. And let's go like so. And get rid of these. There we go. That'll have to do. Wait. Are my trees not sunken into the ground? Are you kidding me? No, you're supposed to be sunken into the ground. Why aren't you? Wait, there's 2 layers of trees. Wait. This is not... It's not how I want it to be. There we go. Let's get rid of the bottom layer. And then we'll get all of these. There we go. Is it just the oaks? Looks good. Put those in like so. Nice. And now from this place, we're all good. How's the zoo going? Pretty good. We deleted half of it. it will not stop being funny. It will keep being funny. I think I can delete a lot of this stuff as well. Like also over here. It's not very necessary. I think that'll have to do. Some stuff over here maybe. And yeah, I don't know. Anything that we'll remove from this point on is just pennies. Like, yeah, no, I want that backstage intact actually. Yeah, so that is going to be the smallest we can make this version of the file, which is a bit heavier. Like, I could still cut this one in two as well if I wanted to, because we technically have one loop here and one loop here, but there's no real point in cutting that in two. Like, that's just gonna leave you with one very small file. So unless we include this part into this part, but then this is gonna be really big again because it's gonna need to include pretty much all of this to include the rhino, and it's gonna need to include the giraffes as well, which, yeah, no, that's not gonna work. So I think this is the smallest we can make file 2 of the zoo. So let's make another save, and then we're gonna delete all the barriers and the paths and watch the game crash, probably. So we're gonna save. And I think we're gonna start off, I think we're gonna start off by deleting some things that we didn't delete from here, by the looks of it. There we go. And now, we're going to delete, let's start with the paths. So first we're gonna hit play to like make the game calculate stuff and things. And now we're gonna go ahead and, oh wait, I only want to delete paths, kind of. So we're gonna disable everything else. Right, just paths. This will be interesting. Oh, this area is a mess. I really think I could improve the zoo a lot by just deleting all the paths and redoing them. Because this was all, pretty much 90% of the paths in the zoo are built without free build. No, we are not, we're not restarting. We are getting the zoo ready for the workshop, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna upload 4 files to the workshop. One of them will be the zoo as a whole, which is super laggy, and most people probably won't be able to open it on their computers. So what I'm doing for other people is we're splitting the zoo in 3 pieces. The first piece we built last week, which is just the entrance area over here. Then the second piece is what we're making today, which is just the middle area. And then next week in the live stream, on next Wednesday probably, we'll be making a version of the zoo that is just the back area. And what that will basically mean for people checking out, downloading the zoo from the workshop is they'll have a smaller chunk of the zoo to explore, which hopefully will make the performance slightly better and actually allow them to have animals inside of it and stuff like that. So that would be nice, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be nice? This can go. Just deleting some things that I now notice. Like, definitely don't need to be here. So yeah, that is the ID of what we're doing. leaves to, yeah, we'll see if it actually ends up helping. It helps me. Like, I'm able to do the live camera streams. Oh, I need to... Is that a thing I can do here? Oh, yes, we can. We need to highlight the hidden paths so that we can actually see them. Now we need to be careful. This stuff we definitely want to remove, but we don't want to get... Oh yeah, no, this we can remove. This can all go. We just don't want to get... You can go as well, actually. We don't want to get too close to this. We don't want to delete any of that, but this can all go. There we go. Just make sure nothing is sunken into the ground. There we go. All this stuff. All the backstage areas. Alright, nice, nice, nice. It's working. Do you have any rares in your zoo? Oh, Eben. I don't think anyone has any idea what you're talking about, but that's kind of funny, not gonna lie. Any rares in the Beekse Bergen? Maybe some birds. I know some of the antelopes aren't very common, and they have some vultures that aren't very common. But they're all part of the bird show, so you don't really get to see them very often anyway. Okay. Actually, we'll do that in a second. Around here somewhere we need to hide some guest spawners and stuff. But that'll be the next step in getting this part of the zoo ready for the workshop. Oh god. Oh, the entrance area paths. My god. There we go. Should we keep those? I mean, you don't really see that they're there. But I guess we should. Yeah, something like that. Oh! You're about to be... sure, because... I don't care. Can go up to like here. This stuff can all go. Is this? Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, whatever. The entire parking lot. This entire road thing. Here we actually... Okay, let's turn on... There really needs to be a toggle all on or off. Definitely not rides, definitely not water. Just want to get these lanterns and stuff. Ooh. Oh, but this is a sandbox zoo. Like, I don't really care about that stuff. It's also, it's a recreation of a real life zoo, so the real life zoo doesn't have any, like, albino or anything, so I don't want any either. Alright, so the game doesn't let me delete this bus. Because it's like, oh, it's a guest spawner. You can't delete the guest spawner. So we need to figure that out. I mean, there's not much to figure out. We need to We need to place a new guest spawner, and only then can we delete the bus. Although, I mean, we can just delete the bus. There's not really an issue there. Just if we want to delete the things surrounding the bus, that is. Alright, let's save once again, because this is definitely going to cause the game to struggle a little bit. So, let's save the split. And let's go. I want to... No, I want to finish deleting stuff. So we're gonna delete... Do I dare? I think... Not. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do barrier deletion with the bulldozer. Because last time we did that, the game crashed. Let's try it. So we're gonna turn off everything again. I'm gonna turn on barriers. I'm gonna see what happens. So far so good. That all worked. Now, one thing we need to be cautious of is we can delete all this, but actually we can still delete like all of these grasses and stuff. But this part of the habitat is like obscured behind this stuff, although not entirely, because you can kind of see it from here. Huh, maybe I shouldn't have deleted some of the stuff I did, but that's fine. We're just gonna put down some trees here. Alright. Okay, so Eben is sending me a picture. Let's see. Oh my god! Eben, that's amazing! I love it. I'm gonna show it. Otherwise you shouldn't have sent it to me. That's the rule. If you send me stuff during stream, I have to show the stream. Them's the rules. Look at that. It's the little elephant turner thing from Blijdorp. And it even has an elephant inside. That's fantastic. Good stuff. All right. What are we doing? Oh, yeah, we were deleting barriers. Okay, I want to be careful with deleting barriers, because we need to keep stuff like this. We need to keep this alive. So I can't delete any of the barriers of this habitat. So I think what we gotta do is just do it all manually. So we're gonna go habitat by habitat. Why did that leave some stuff alive? Wait, why did that leave so many things alive? I guess this wasn't part of the habitat? That's weird. This is also interesting. This is one of my first things that I built. Using the... Oh. Interesting. It's all very interesting. I know there's a lot of history here with these. Wait, what's that? What is... Oh, that's my staff facilities. Of course. Very nicely decorated. Alright, around here I am pretty safe to use the bulldozer because we're quite far away. Let's highlight barriers. We don't need to highlight paths anymore. Let's highlight the barriers so that we only get... I'm scared of those. Yes. Okay, last time we pressed OK there, the game crashed, so... Need to be slightly cautious of that. But yeah, let's get rid of all... Wait, why doesn't it get... Oh. Why is it not... Why is it not getting rid of you? What? That's weird. Must be because it's like out of bounds or something. That's weird. Yes, the gibbons will escape, blah blah blah. Here we go, no more gibbons. All the entrance stuff. This can go. Persian leopards. Okay, actually we are pretty safe to do whatever, because if I make a mistake it's gonna give me that warning for the safari front. So I just need to make sure that we don't click OK when it tells me this. So that needs to be cancelled. But okay, so I can be pretty careless actually, that's nice. What a great feature. So now we just go in and be like, oh yeah, the chimps, whatever. Is this the gorillas? Or no, that's safari front. Is there anything left of the gorillas? I don't think so. Oh, this is... Alright, that's all from the gorillas. Alright. What else do we got? We got the rhino. Get rid of that. We can get rid of the other rhinos. We can get rid of the wild dogs. We can get rid of all of this stuff regarding the cheetahs. But not these ones. Actually, yes. These ones kinda. Not really though. Oops. Burgers. Wait. This is fine. Yes, this is fine. We just need to add an oak tree. This is my new favorite thing, just oak tree to obscure my imperfections. It's better than go away green. It's oak. I couldn't come up with alliteration. Alright, now up here we can pretty much get rid of everything barrier wise. There's not a lot of rules. So tiger 1, tiger 2, elk, crocodiles, whatever, hippo, whatever. Oh, see, that's the issue. The bulldozer doesn't use free build. So that's why it's having issues with certain things. I mean, to be fair, this is not even that much slower, so it doesn't really matter. Oh wait, I didn't want to do that. Or do I? Do I care? We added this oak tree here, but I think I kind of want this oak tree to be further back. Yeah, because I want... to see that fence. I kept that fence for a reason. So, over here, we should not delete that fence. I feel like I should turn off, and it's a real shame because I like it a lot. But I have a feeling that whenever my wallpaper changes, and I have it set to like shuffle a bunch of pictures, I feel like whenever it changes picture, it lags my PC. Which doesn't seem like a good thing. Especially for what we're doing at the moment. So I want to keep the yak habitat, but I don't think in this version of the zoo we're gonna put in any yaks. So I'm just gonna delete it. Because it's not really a main vista. And this stuff needs to go. It needs to go. Get rid of those deer. Get rid of those cows. Hello? Okay. Weird. Oh, okay. The moment I try to do something that it would need free build for, it just gives up completely. That's interesting. What do you mean disrupts water placement? It's fucking... Okay, no wait, actually that does make sense. Never mind. I thought it was like complaining about null barriers, but there is actually stuff in here that's holding the water back. That's accurate. There we go. Have fun. There we go. Oh, it's gone, oak. Ooh. I like that. It's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna disrupts the water placement. Why do you care? You could also just remove the water, but... which we're gonna do anyway. I wonder if you delete water in the same... Like, wait, can we test that over here? I'm curious. What if you also have delete water enabled? Does it then let you... No, that's too bad! It doesn't let you delete the barrier, even though you're also deleting the water that the barrier is holding. That's dumb. But I understand it. Like, that is completely understandable, but also really stupid. There we go. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of stuff around here still. Thankfully it's all null barriers, so it doesn't disrupt the water. Alright, I think that's all. Nope. I think that's all. So now we do need to do the water. Just make sure not to accidentally do the big lake. I'll keep the tigers just in case. I don't think you can see it from anywhere, but you never know. This thing can definitely go. Not sure about this. Should probably keep that one. There we go. Alright. We're definitely gonna save because we're about to box up all the animals in the zoo, so that will definitely cause some issues. Likely. Right. Time to watch some boxes happening. 3, 2, 1, box! It didn't do it. 3, 2, 1, box! That's a lot of boxes. So now we can take those boxies. Let's see. Yeah, we go to zoo, animals, and then location, and anything with animal escaped we can put in the trade center. Stupid cows. I'm upset with the cows because I forgot that they were in the zoo. Same goes for the deer. So they've been dragging me down, causing frame rate drops, being in a huge habitat, maybe. I'm not sure how big their performance impact was actually, but they shouldn't have been there, is the thing. Alright, that's it. So we can go ahead and send everyone to the the trade center. And that cleans that up. Yeah, and now of course a lot of people's work zones are kind of broken. So we should go ahead and... Let's see, anyone who's idle basically... Oh wait, that's not entirely true. Huh. No, that's an issue for later. Or that's an issue for, like, over here. Basically, anyone who's standing here, except for Jacques. That's not Jacques. Is Jacques here? I don't think... Wait, let's check Jacques. And Christine. No, she's safe. And Jacques is also safe. That's good. Why is there an elephant? Oh god. You're not supposed to be in there. You're not supposed to be in there. Please go out here. Oh, we should put an elephant in the stall. That'll be fun. But I'll do that after the stream. I'll putting in animals in the stream is not gonna make the stream any more watchable. So I should look into how I can make the stream, because I have no issues normally. Like if I were to turn off the stream right now, I can guarantee you that... Oh no. Okay. For a second I thought, Eben! Eben is gone! No! No, 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 no! What? We put him here! Why is Eben gone? No, I literally at the start of the, first thing I did was put you here. So that I could put you back. What happened? He left us. Eben left us. How could he? How could he do that to us? Such a bad friend. Animal welfare will attack protesters. What is happening in the zoo? I swear to God, it's probably like complaining about animals that are like in the... It's probably gonna complain about animals that are in the trade center that have like low welfare when I put them in there. I'm pretty sure that's an issue that the game has. What we're gonna do is we're gonna hide some zoo entrances, kind of like back here. Oh, this water can go. Yes. Same goes for this. Yeah, we can keep that one. That sucks that we don't have even. Whatever. We'll put Carlos there. It's good enough, I guess. Oh, that's mean to Carlos. Actually, Carlos deserves to be in there anyway. For making the fucking things. I'm sorry, Eben. I tried to save you. I don't know what happened. Alright. So, we're gonna go ahead and take facilities. Entrance. We're gonna put that over here. Why does it have a railing? That's dumb. Guest. Guard. Guest spawner. Why does it have a railing? I don't want you to have a railing. There we go. And now we're gonna put it in. Guess I shouldn't have deleted that much path. Alright, so that will allow people to enter the zoo again. And we're gonna just get an oak tree. And just... There we go. The people will just emerge from the bush. That doesn't look... It doesn't look right. Wait. Let's get a smaller oak bush. There we go. That's where people will emerge from. So now we should be able to not only delete this, but also we should be able to delete the guest spawner as well. Which will send everyone into the zoo. And now anyone who doesn't move... oh god, we caused another migration. Everyone get to work. Oh, all those shopkeepers are just gonna do nothing. Oh well. Anyone who's idle over here no longer has access to their work zone, so they can all just be fired. So we can just go ahead and fire some people. Your services have been very much appreciated. You're being let go, going in different directions. I never liked you anyway. There we go. Mass layoffs at the Beekse Bergen. Hello, nice to see you again as well. Alright. And now let's do the same thing on the other side over here. So, around hereabouts, we can delete a couple more things that don't really have a purpose anymore. That definitely does have a purpose. We can also turn off highlight barriers. There we go. There we go. This can be deleted still. Can probably also delete like some of these. Okay. This is frustrating me. It's not letting me delete them. So we're just gonna do it the old-fashioned way. Let's undo these. Habitat objects, path extras, this. And we're gonna make that nice and small. Just delete a few more things. There we go. I'll probably get rid of a lot of these ropes as well, but I don't think they're that big of an issue. This thing can definitely go. No! Not that one. Alright. Good cleanup. I always feel guilty if you have to fire the staff. Oh yeah. Well, now it's a matter of performance. We actually need to fire... Probably need to fire a bunch more. Before we upload the files. Does this thing run? No. Problem? What's the problem? What's the problem? Ride has one immersion. Check that the track is in the stations. Oh, the stations aren't connected. That's what it's going to be complaining about. Ugh. Fucking connect. Come on. There we go. Let's put that in a bush as well. Hey, now we got a test ride. And let's turn the... Wait, this is... Sure, good enough. So, this is an important one, because this one drives around on this field over here, which is what we want to include in this file. So, it's pretty important, I'd say. Animals are all hungry, that's their problem. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to fire a lot of the shopkeepers, because they don't have jobs at the moment. We have way more shopkeepers than shops. That's probably fine. Like, okay, wait, what we can do is we can just put in multiple ones. And then they can use whichever one they need. Is that working? They're still queuing. I don't think that actually... Oh no, it's working. There you go. Look at how productive they are. They can share a spot. It's like one of those montages where they're like going at super speed. Very nice. Alright, good. So that's a little problem solved. Now, what we need is another one of those entrances over here. About hereabouts. So we're gonna flatten the terrain a bit. And we're gonna go to facilities. I'm gonna make a guest spawner. And a entrance. Oh. No. Yes, perfect. And need to make sure to hide it again as well. That's a very big tree. Can use a slightly smaller one, like this one. There we go. So that will spawn guests over there, and then we can also add one more, or two more. I think over here will also be a good spot to have one. So we'll just go ahead and add that. Some of these. I'm just gonna try it like this. And then see if it lets me. It seems to be letting me. Okay, it's not happy with me, but it's letting me. Alright. There we go. And now we just need to hide this one as well. Good enough. Why is there a floating treehouse? Right, so now that'll have a nice spread of guests around this part of the zoo. And now we need to decide where we want to spawn the player. Now, personally, I always walk the zoo like this. So my instinct is to put them over here, which will also put them nicely at the Elephant Valley. I know the official walking route is kind of more the other way around, like clockwise. So then you would put them around here about, which is also cool. But I'm just gonna do the way that I always walk the zoo, which is around here, because that also gives us a nice spot over here to like spawn people in and put down the signs and have elephants sound. So yeah, I like that. So we're gonna copy our signs. There we go. And it's gonna be like this. And these signs are gonna be replaced, but basically I made the same sign but with a big red like don't enter icon. So that's what needs to be put over here. And at every like exit, so there's gonna be 4 of those signs. There's 4 spots where those signs are necessary. I'm not really happy with the placement of these just yet. I think something like this works better. Like that. Remove this tree a little. Oh no, it's no longer accurate. Alright, and then we'll get a natural path. There we go. And let's go ahead and kidnap Carlos. Carlos? Carlos! Come over here, buddy. Now we need to somehow get Carlos to stand in the right direction. Let's have a look-see. Because right now he's facing the wrong way, I think. Yes. So he needs to come towards us. So we need a piece of path. Need to put him on a piece of path that will make him walk toward us. I think if we go hereabouts, yes. I think if we put him here, he might do that. Let's see which way he walks. No, he's gonna go exactly the wrong way. But if we put him here, yeah, this is it. Then he's gonna go like towards that exit we put. No? What? But that's definitely the closest exit, I would assume. Or is it not working? Okay, no, that's not working. I guess I can't enter through this. Gotta get ready for work. Hey, have a good one. I guess this one isn't working or something. It doesn't say that it's like, yeah, spawn point placed correctly, see? So why is Carlos refusing to cooperate? Okay, I know. We know where he wants to go. Probably. He either wants to go... Okay, this is risky, but we're gonna put him here. And before he can disappear into the bushes, we'll grab him. There we go. That should be good enough. Yeah, right on the other side here. Nobody can tell Carlos what to do. Carlos is my bitch. There we go. Now we have Carlos telling you to install your user media files. Eben, you've officially been replaced. I'm sorry. Oh no, please don't clip that. Carlos, I really appreciate you. Thanks for making the tiger that we deleted in this stream. Uh-oh. That's kind of ironic that we put Carlos here in the version of the zoo that doesn't have the thing that he built. Yeah, that's kind of a pity. I should put Carlos in that building. Like next to the tiger, as a thank you. I've never had issues not opening a zoo without the audio, but I'll give it a try. We'll find out, I guess. Because I know that you've been telling me that that's an issue, but let's see. This one's actually not needed, because you're already on the split file. So that's also something I'm gonna have to improve in the first file. You're viewing a split up version of Beekse Bergen creation. Okay, I need to update this one as well. Contains the middle area, I guess. Middle area. When you reach the end of the intended... Okay, Okay, this sign is all sorts of messed up. It's missing a word. And you reach the end of the intended area, I should say. Of the intended area. Okay. Oh. Area, comma, space. The sign to the right will tell you where to go. You know, that's actually still accurate. Because it should say, okay, we'll tell you. Oh, goodbye, miss. The sign to the right, the sign to the right will tell you which file to go next. To go to. Okay. File to go to next. Yes. Turn climbing off. I have not really seen that much benefit of that myself. I could, of course. I could go through the zoo and turn climbing off everywhere, but I opened the workshop zoo without the audio a week ago. Yeah, it should be possible. Maybe with a zoo of this size it could cause extra issues. I don't know about that. But maybe it's the amount? Yeah, I only have like 10 files. Like, what audio do I have? I have the entrance music, the Africa Village music. That's 2 things. Educational thing number 1, 2, and 3. The boat, the weaver birds, and the road. So that's 8 things. As far as I know. I can check the folder. User media, Planet Zoo, user music. Oh yeah, and the bees. The bees. Oh yeah, and the one educational thing has 2. So that's 10. Entrance loop, Mugunda loop. Apparently there's 2 for the road, but that doesn't... It definitely should only use one of those. So... yeah, 10 files, basically. Which I should actually check if we manage to delete all the speakers here. What's this stuff? There's just some random things. Oh, that's the... like, that's to indicate where the middle of the... Oh, we have a bunch of stuff left here. Oh no. Yeah, what's that thing? It's a planter. Part of a planter. Alright. Anyway. I need to fix those signs. But other than that... we are pretty much done with this file. What's gonna be the... I guess Mugunda? So for this file, we're gonna of course put the loading thing over here. So that when you open the file, you're gonna be right here and able to see the signs. And this is a thing that actually works, by the way, because I know last stream I was not sure about it. But now that I've loaded into those files, I can verify that when you do this, so you put your camera somewhere, then you go into explore mode and you go to where you want to take your thumbnail of your zoo. So this will be what shows up in the selector of the Planet Zoo menu, as well as on the workshop. So you go into explore mode to go to the place where you want to take the picture that will be taken of your zoo. So right now I'm going, this is not really necessary because I'm still gonna make some changes to this file, but just to show you guys how it's done, because it's a cool little trick. I always liked it a lot. So you can just take explore mode into an area, and in this case I think I want to take a picture either of the Africa village, probably, however, I will take a picture of Mugunda, the restaurant over here. So there we go, we've made it. And then we need to find a good, actually probably with the rhino field over here, yeah. Get that rhino in there. Ooh, actually, something like that, I guess, would be a pretty good thumbnail. Nice. Gonna tour the zoo so hard it's gonna bakes all your bergs. Nice, I love it. Alright, so we're gonna save this as yeah, I guess it's still in progress. There's still some things left to do. Alright, so that concludes the stream, basically. That's all I wanted to do in the stream, at least. The next steps for this file is basically just fixing those signs. One thing we can do still is let's try to let guests in, because I'm curious to see what will happen. So I think I have the limit at 1,000, which is good. But I just want to see like if those spawners are all working. So let's run it for a couple seconds. Let's go to one of the spawners. I feel like the frame rate's actually getting better somehow. Alright, let's have a look. So yeah, we have people coming in over here, that's good. Welfare has attracted protesters, that's less good. Maybe I should fix that. Maybe I should make sure that there aren't any protesters in the zoo if you let guests in. Okay, no one's spawning over here. That's a little worrying. How's that? Why is that? Let's get rid of the tree. Spawn point is placed correctly. There are keepers here that I guess just can't reach. I think there might be an issue with the pathing here. Let's follow this path. I have a feeling that that would be something that I might have to fix in other files as well then. No, it's all connected up. Huh, I don't know what's wrong then. Actually, okay, let's go look in the back as well. That would explain why Carlos was not going to these places. Okay, here there are people disappearing. Okay, so these things don't work. We've learned that. So we should fix that. So probably it's because they are like floating. We need to fix that like so. I'm guessing this will work now. That's a good sign. Yes, okay, so burying them did break it. Okay, that's good to know, I guess. Let's put that back. And we'll have to fix this same thing here then. Because this one's also slightly buried. So I'm just going to assume that that's the issue. There we go. And I'm gonna ignore the rest. So I'm guessing that's gonna work now. No. They seem to be stuck. Oh no, there they go. Alright. All's good. Guests are able to enter from each of the entrances now. So if someone wants to play with guests for whatever reason and kill their computer even more, they are now able to. I am going to close the zoo again, however. And then we can save with the spawners actually working. So let's wait till all the guests, all but 2 of the guests are gone. And those 2 should be Carlos and another NPC that's somewhere. I don't know why these are starving, because they're getting fed constantly. At least in the camera streams they were, so I'm assuming they still are. It doesn't really make sense to me. Unless somehow they're unable to access the feeders, but like the elephants can access them, so... Yeah, Nalish way. So I don't know why they wouldn't be eating it. Are there any cleanliness, inaccessible? Inaccessible, that's fine. Like, yeah, I don't know. All the keepers and stuff should be able to reach all of it. Oh, those are tiny poops. Interesting. Well then. These guests are not gonna leave, are they? They're like, but I'm still exploring. Looking forward to the Key Park streams. Yeah, we're almost there. We're almost there. Just one more Beekse Bergen stream, and I think after that it's up to myself to fix everything up. And then we're gonna get back to Key Park ASAP. So yeah, I'm also looking forward to it. Alright, I'm actually gonna leave it here as well, to be honest, because I have had a headache all morning. It got better during the afternoon, but I should take it slow. Growing this summer, I slept a night in Safari Hotel, and have you stayed there before? I have stayed at the resort, specifically, well, we didn't delete it. I stayed in this bungalow over here, so we were overlooking this part of the savannah, but it was during the winter, so it wasn't as... I think in the summer it will be a lot more fun, but it was really, really, really beautiful and amazing. Yeah, I would love to do it again someday, whenever I have people to go with. Is the lion bungalow as cool as it looked? I would say the lions are probably less interesting because they just sleep a lot and you'll just be kept awake at night, all night. I mean, you already were probably, because the night, like, if the lions are roaring at night, you can hear it from all over. Oh hey, all the guests are gone, nice. That means we can save. Alright, let's save again. So, we need to do the same thing we did before. Oh hey, there's some stuff here we can delete. Yeah, so we just do the same thing as before, so we'll save with the camera position over here. And we'll go into explore mode so that we can take our screenshot. They were quite noisy, exactly. These sable antelopes are total bullies. Yeah, they are. They're not necessarily bullies, they're just very territorial. Especially the male. When I did the game drive last year, we actually got really up close to the sable antelopes, and the driver was like really surprised that they hadn't like shoot them off yet. But yeah, even though they had like young ones as well, we got super close. Oh no, this is bad. Don't think we'll be able to get off. We'll have to do it over. I don't want to. Wait, maybe here. Yes! I found a way off the roof. So now we are missing our rhino. It's back here. It's stuck his head in the wall. Now we could force the rhino into place. Like, I would love the rhino. Okay, let's try. Let's try. So we're gonna take the rhino. We're gonna move him like over here about. There we go. There we are. Oh. And stop right there. Let's line it up. I think the previous one was a little bit better. But it's still cool. We'll probably, I mean, I'll have to redo this anyway, so it's fine. We're just brainstorming a concept right now. Alright, we're gonna save here, and then we're gonna wrap up the stream. So, thank you all for joining us. Probably tomorrow? Question mark? Yeah, probably. Probably tomorrow I'll do another sign stream. Not sign stream. What am I saying? I'm stuck in my old ways. I'm used to doing sign streams. No, probably tomorrow we'll do another live camera stream. I'm gonna be out for a bit of it. Because I'm gonna go meet Caesar Creates, which is really exciting. But yeah, I think that will be kind of the definitive entrance area stream. We're not gonna be able to do this one yet because I need to set up all the camera stuff, which I won't have time for this week, I'm afraid. Maybe Friday I'll have some time, but I have some other things to do as well. So yeah, that'll be a fun, another live camera stream right there. What else is there to say? I feel like there's announcements to make, but not really. Yeah, well, workshop release has gotten a bit of a delay, as I meant. Did I mention that here yet? No, I don't think I did. I hired someone to make a song for the workshop release trailer thing, but I wasn't happy with what he came with, so we ended up going our separate ways in terms of that agreement. So I just paid him part of what I promised, and we moved along. So I need to find someone else to do the trailer music, so that's kind of a bit of a bummer. Also because it cost me quite a bit now, and I'll have to pay someone else to do it again. Which is it's my fault. Yeah, not entirely, partially. Shared blame. I need to communicate my vision a little bit better. I think. So I need to figure that all out and take some time to properly set up like a video or something in which I explain exactly what I want so that there can be no confusion, and then hire someone else to do that, which is a pity because it costs money. And I'm also going on lots of zoo trips, which also costs money. Hey, it's fine. We'll make it. We'll get there in time. But it would suck if the workshop releases already and it's just the trailer that's delaying it, because then I just would be like, oh, I just want people to have fun with it already. Like, why am I keeping it locked behind the arbitrary deadline of me having a trailer ready? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm just gonna leave it all here. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.